New provisions of the Real Estate Services Act present the opportunity for a real estate professional to register as a personal real estate corporation, or PREC. Follow these steps to help ensure the registration process is as smooth as possible. Since all PRECs in Manitoba must be incorporated, the first step is to visit the company's office website. A link to the relevant page is provided in the description below. Once there, you will be required to select a name for your PREC and submit a request for name reservation form. After this is done, you may proceed with completing the Articles of Incorporation forms. The company's office provides guidelines for completing the Articles of Incorporation, but this is not a substitute for legal advice. It is recommended that you consult a lawyer before submitting your forms to make sure everything is done correctly and in compliance with the requirements of the Real Estate Services Act. The company's office will issue a certificate of incorporation when your application has been processed and approved. The next step after receiving your certificate of incorporation is to apply for registration with the Manitoba Securities Commission. The relevant form is available for download from the MSC's website, and a link is provided in the description below. Note that a physical copy of the application must be submitted for consideration, and that it must be signed by you and your broker. Remember, you can only provide real estate services through your PREC with the consent of your brokerage. To prevent processing delays, it is important to take care in completing the application and be sure that all required supporting documents are provided. These are listed on the third page of the application form and include Articles of Incorporation for Manitoba and, if the corporation is over a year old, a certificate of status that confirms the corporation is still active. Independent confirmation of the list of officers and directors along with the supporting corporate resolution. And a list of shareholders, including type and number of shares owned. In cases where you as the controlling individual are not the only shareholder in the PREC, additional documentation is required. If shares are owned by your spouse, common law partner, or child, attach a separate page with the shareholder's name and their relationship to you. If a corporation owns shares, provide the name of the corporation, the name of the shareholders of the corporation, and each shareholder's relationship to you. Any specific questions about how to complete the application form should be addressed to your lawyer or the MSC. Once the MSC has processed and approved your application, they will provide written confirmation. After receiving confirmation from the MSC that the PREC application has been approved, all Manitoba Real Estate Association members must apply for PREC membership. This is done by downloading the application form, which is found in the Resources section of the MREA website and linked in the description below. If you are already an individual member of MREA when you establish your PREC, you must register the PREC as a member also. The MREA can only register your PREC as a member after the MSC has approved your application. Do not submit your membership application until you have received written confirmation that your PREC has been approved. When you are ready to submit your membership application, email it to MREA's Operation Coordinator at the address in the description below. Confirmation information will be sent to you once your application has been processed. You will also be provided with a second member number for your PREC that is separate from your individual membership. If you are a member of the Winnipeg Regional Real Estate Board or Brandon Area Realtors, be sure to also notify them that your PREC has been registered. Contact your local board directly and follow the directions they provide. For more information about the legislative requirements for PRECs and how to determine if this is a good option for you, watch the Personal Real Estate Corporation webinar linked in the description below.